Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my most repurchased makeup. So these are all of the products that I have purchased over and over again. My rule for this was that I had to have bought them 3 times. So the same product or some variation of the product. So like for lipsticks, different variations of the same kind of product, you know? Like obviously I haven't bought the same eyeshadow palette 3 times. Does that make sense? And I think it's really interesting to see the products that people have bought over and over again, because if I'm buying something 3 times, like, you know I like it. So that is what we're doing here. Let me jump right in. So let's start with primers. Smashbox Primer Water. You guys, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I don't really love this product. Like, I think it's okay, but it's not the best product ever. But I've bought this so many times. I bought 2 full sizes and 1 travel size of this. And I guess it must be doing something because I keep repurchasing it, but I don't love it. Like, it's not amazing, but I've rebought it so many times. So that is that. Oh, I have one in here that I haven't bought 3 times, but it's so expensive. So if it's expensive and you buy it twice, like, you must like it. Where is it? The Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. This is so good. Like, holy grail status primer. It's like pretty expensive, like up there in price. But it is so good that I bought it to have at my house and to have at Jay's, which we're moving in together eventually, so I'll just end up having a backup. But it is just so good that it was worth it to buy again. I think that if you have oily skin or you have like texture skin, pores, whatever, this is the primer for you. Another primer that I have repurchased over and over and over again is the POREfessional. This is so good. I have a full size at Jay's. I have had many travel sizes. I always, anytime there's like a sample of this, I buy it. This is similar to this, but this is a little bit thicker. This you can kind of put all over your face. This one I tend to like pat it in and concentrate it on just my pore spots. So good, so good. This is like a classic cult favorite. Everybody loves this and I am with them. It's good. Foundations. I really don't have many foundations that I have bought 3 times. I have a lot that I've bought 2 times, but they're all drugstore, and I tend to buy them 2 times just because I didn't get the right shade the first time. So no other foundation have I bought 3 times except for these 2. Oh no, they're facing the right way. The only foundations that I have bought 3 times are these 2, and these are the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow and Pro Matte foundations. This is my holy grail foundation, best foundation ever, probably even more than the Too Faced Peach Perfect Peach whatever. This one is right up there with that, and these 2 mixed together, 100% best thing ever. I have purchased so many of these just because, you know, different shades. I have like a whole range of shades, so like I don't have to keep mixing them to get my perfect shade. These are so good. If you have more dry skin, you will probably like the Pro Glow. If you have more oily skin, you'll probably like the Pro Matte. They have really good coverage. They're buildable. They're absolutely beautiful. And then mixed together, it's like you get the oil controlling and the dewiness, and it's so good. I have to put my hair up. I can't do it. Oh, I'm having a bad hair day. This is not the day to film 8 videos. The only other foundation type product that I have repurchased is also from L'Oreal. You guys, I love L'Oreal. The L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. This I have been purchasing since I was in probably high school, maybe college. It is the only makeup I wore through college and high school. This is one of those BB creams that is white. I'll show you guys. It's white, like it starts off white on your hand. Sorry, I've got some shadow there. And then when you blend it in, it adjusts to your skin tone. It doesn't have a ton of coverage, but it has enough coverage to even out your skin tone, make all of your imperfections just kind of look better. Like, they're still there, but they look better. I find that a lot of these products are really cool toned and gray. This is warm toned, like bordering on orange, but so good. It lasts really well on my skin. It's amazing if you just want to throw something on and run out the door. This is the product for you, and I have bought that so many times. I don't have any setting powders that I've repurchased just because I buy so many new ones that I don't tend to repurchase them that many. The Rimmel Stay Matte is close. I bought that twice, but I have never bought anything 3 times. Because I mean, most of my favorite powders are loose powders, and I just don't go through them quick enough to go through them that often. The concealers that I have repurchased 3 times, Tarte Shape Tape. nobody will be surprised by this. I have been doing my project lately, and so I haven't used Tarte Shape Tape in quite a long time. I think New Year's was the last time that I used Tarte Shape Tape, but I put on my makeup really early this morning, and it has to last through work, so I actually used this again, and it's so good, which sucks because, you know, this whole Tarte thing going on, I'm not really feeling like buying from Tarte right now, but this is so good. I can't imagine anything else being this good, and like, I want this. I don't want to not have this, but I'm not feeling Tarte right now, but this is so good. I've bought 3. I have 2 light mediums and 1 light neutral. Now we have bronzer. So the bronzer that I have repurchased 3 times, literally 3 times, is the Butter Bronzer. I finished one. I'm almost finished the second one, which is at Jay's, and this is my 3rd one. This, honestly, I go through this really quickly. Not that it's really powdery, but because it's a little bit lighter, I kind of tend to use more of it. But it is so good. So good. I'm not the biggest fan of the smell, actually. It smells really fake to me, like it kind of hurts my nose to smell it, but this is so good. I don't think I have it on today. I don't have this on today, but this is one of my all-time favorite bronzers. Blushes, I have 2. The first is any Tarte blush, these Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. I have 2 of these small ones. I have Party and I have Exposed. No, not Exposed. Party and something else. And then I also have Sensual in a full size, and then I have the 8 blushes, like the holiday one that's like 2 halves. Yeah. These are just so good. They last really well. They're very pigmented, but they're not so pigmented that they're like scary to apply. Like you feel like you can put them on and kind of build them up to get what you want. You're not going to go right in with like a heavy hand and have it be crazy. The shades are all really beautiful. They're all really wearable. And I think they have a shade for everybody. Again, it's Tarte. They make a lot of good products, but they suck. So yeah, I've purchased those over and over again. And then also the Butter blushes. I have 2 right now. I have Plum Rose and I think Vintage Rouge. But I also at some point had Natural Glow, and I decluttered it. I wonder if Becca took it or if it's still in here. Look, here in my declutter is another Infallible Pro Matte. Why did I get rid of this one? Becca must have taken the other one, the Natural Glow one, but I honestly wish I didn't get rid of it because it was a really pretty blush topper. These are a really amazing formula, very creamy, easily blendable. They're very like wearable, like you're never going to feel like you put on too much with these, and they're drugstore, so they're very inexpensive. Highlighter, the only highlighter that, I don't know if I can count this because I haven't purchased it 3 times, but I have 3 of them, and this is the Becca highlighters. So I actually only have 2 different styles. This is Champagne Pop. Nope, this is Prosecco Pop. I also have Champagne Pop, and I also have a split pan with Prosecco Pop. This I got in BoxyCharm though, so I don't know if I can count as having 3 of them, but I honestly would purchase so many more of these. They're so good. They're very good. They're very expensive though, so I have only bought the 2. I don't know if this counts. I don't have any highlighters that I bought 3 times. I'm trying to think. But, you know, there's not that many drugstore highlighters. You don't go through highlighters that quickly. Normally with highlighters, like, only one shade is going to work for you, you know? So, like, there's no need to buy multiple shades. I don't know. There's not a highlighter that I bought 3 times. Moving on from the face products, let's go to eye products. So, there's 2 single shadows that I have repurchased over and over again. One is the L'Oreal Infallible, what are these actually called? I guess just the Infallible eyeshadows. I have purchased Amber Rush, the silver one, the pink one, and this one is Ice Latte. I also purchased one that was like less shimmery than this. These have like a little thing that you're supposed to keep in there, but they are these creamy, ultra shiny, beautiful eyeshadows. Like you would think that these are high-end. They are so beautiful. I love them. I think they're actually discontinuing some of the shades of them. At least I've seen them on clearance a lot of places. But if you're on a budget, or if you just don't want to spend a ton of money and you want like a super shimmery, metallic, beautiful foiled shadow, I highly recommend these. Another type of shadow that I have repurchased over and over and over again are the ColourPop Super Shot shadows. I have 3 sitting right here, and I've purchased at least 6 more of these. These are so good. If you like having like a single metallic shade to put on your lid, like for me, I love using my palettes. Like I love my palettes, whatever, but when it comes to putting something shimmery on the lid, I love a cream product or something like these, and these are perfect for that. They last so well. All of these shadows you can just throw on the lid. I have a matte one here called Waddles. This one is called Mooning, this one that just fell out of the pan. It's like a brown with like all different colors of glitter in it. They come up with such unique colors. The formula is beautiful because it's creamy, so it's easy to like apply. You can put it on with your finger. You kind of have to put it on with your finger. But then they dry down to a powder and they last forever. These are so good. I know that people kind of don't talk about them anymore or don't buy them anymore. And I haven't bought any in a really long time, but I really need to because these are such a good quality shadow if you like to have single shadows, especially these cream ones. I don't really use single shadows like matte, you know, but single shadows for like the lid I love, and those are so good. Eyeshadow palettes that I have repurchased over and over again, I have two here. The Morphe 35 shadow palettes I have repurchased so many times. This one is the 350 Shimmer, I think. Yes, I just grabbed this one out. I also have bought 350T, 350P, 350 Matte, and the 350. These are so good if you're trying to build your collection. Obviously, there's better quality shadows than this. Honestly, Morphe has improved their shadow quality since I bought these, and the only one of those that I have is the Jaclyn Hill palette. But if you're trying to build your collection, I highly recommend these Morphe palettes because you're going to get a ton of shades for your money, and they are really good quality, and you can use them on so many different people, so many different skin tones. Yeah, I can't recommend these enough, and I have bought so many. I do want to buy one of their new palettes, but nothing has jumped out at me yet. I don't love the really, really warm palettes. Like the 350 is kind of as warm as I get. The other palettes that I have repurchased over and over again, literally 3 times, are the Lorac Mega Pro palettes. I don't have any of the Lorac regular Pro palettes, but I have the Mega Pro 2, 3, and 4. This is the 3 that I have here. The 4 is right here, and then the 2 is in my drawers. The 2 is actually, I think, my favorite. It's the first one that I got, and I think that might be why it's my favorite, but these are incredible. If you like the Lorac shadow formula, which is, it's more of like a powdery, it's like the super pigmented, powdery, can have some fallout type of shadow, but these are incredible. I have this on my eyes. I have this one on my eyes today. Everything on my eyes today is out of this palette. So absolutely beautiful. They can be a little bit intimidating because they are so pigmented, but they blend out beautifully, and I really love them, and clearly I do because I've bought them over and over again. Okay, and then mascara. I have 2 mascaras that I have repurchased time and time again. The first one is the L'Oreal, again, both L'Oreal, the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. This is one of those mascaras that used to be so hyped up on YouTube, and so I bought it over and over again because of that. It was one of the first like YouTube products that I bought. It has this really skinny wand. If you don't know about L'Oreal Telescopic, if you want your lashes to be clump free and really long and skinny, like, it's gonna do a really good job of separating and defining your lashes, I recommend this one. If you want more like volume and kind of like mass in your lashes, I highly recommend the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. These are both incredible mascaras. They do very different things. This is more of like an everyday mascara for me, and this is more of like a special occasion mascara, but they're both awesome. The brow product that I have repurchased over and over again is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. This is the skinny type brow pencil, and I absolutely love it. It is from the drugstore, so it is very inexpensive, and it's the perfect balance between like pigmented and waxy. So like, it's gonna last in your brows all day long. It's gonna look really good, but it's not going to be so pigmented that it's like scary to use or it makes your brows look like Sharpie brows. I find this so easy to use, so easy to distribute through my brow and look really natural without being like not pigmented enough. I absolutely love that. And then the eyeliner that I've repurchased over and over again is the Almay Intense Eye Color Liner. This is a purple liner, but it's the perfect shade of purple. These are like the ones that are supposed to make your eye color look better. This is the one for brown eyes. Again, I've been using this since high school. I've bought it so many times because I love the way that this makes my eyes look. Somebody complimented me on my eyes when I was in high school and I was wearing this liner, and I was like, I'm never gonna stop buying this. So I haven't. It's so good. If you have brown eyes, I highly recommend this. I just put it on my lower lash line. Sometimes I'll even put it over a black liner, and it makes my eyes look so good. Oh, These Mally, what are these called? Shadow sticks. These are so good. This is the purple one in Royal Plum. Look at that. That's really pretty. I don't use these very often. I think I purchased one of these, and it was so good that I purchased 2 more when they were on sale. They're super creamy and pigmented, but they blend out. Like, you see, I can blend that out with my finger, and the pigment is still there, but it blends out. So these are ones that you can throw on the crease, throw on the lid, and they blend out really, really nicely. They last really well. They're absolutely stunning. Gimme Brow. I have purchased so many of these. I have 2 samples and 2 full size. I have the number 5 and the number 1 because they didn't have the number 3 or 4. I don't know what happened. I ended up with weird shades, but these are so good. This and the L'Oreal Brow Definer Stylist Brow Plumper are my 2 favorite brow gels, but I've only bought one of those. These, I have so many of them, and if you're looking for a high-end kind of like fiber brow product, I can't recommend this enough, although I think that they pulled them off the market for some reason. But if they ever put them back out, that I would recommend. Moving on to lip products, you guys. Most of these I didn't pull out everything that I got, like all of the ones that I have, because they would take up so much room and I wouldn't be able to talk about them. But look at all of these ColourPop lip liners. First of all, clearly I have a favorite type of shade. These are all very neutral except for I think this one's Bound. This is the best lip liner I have ever found. They have so many shades. It's so creamy. It lasts really well on your lips, but it also applies really easily. Like, I found that a lot of like the lip liners that people say last a really long time are so hard and they're uncomfortable to apply and they don't go on really easily. These go on so well. I have Razor, BFF, Curvy, Bound, and Aquarius. These are so, so good. I absolutely love them, and I think that if you are looking for a lip pencil and you have found that most of the ones that you try are too stiff, I can't recommend these enough, and they are so inexpensive. Speaking of ColourPop, I have purchased so many of the lip glosses, Ultra Satins, and Ultra Matte liquid lipsticks. The Ultra Mattes, I've bought almost all of the ones that Kathleen Lights came out with. I also bought the one that everybody loved back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? That real mauve-y one that everybody loved. I've had so many of these. They aren't my favorite formula anymore. I bought a bunch of them in the beginning when they were really hot and they didn't have the Ultra Satins, but the Ultra Satin is a formula I prefer now. My favorites are the Kathleen Lights one, Magic Wand, Aquarius, November, etc. What's the other one that I really like? I can't remember, but these are really good. I think Magic Wand is my favorite. That's this one right here. So good. This is one of those formulas that doesn't dry down all the way. Like, it's not going to be transfer proof, but because of that, it's so, so comfortable. These are so good. I've also purchased a bunch of the lip glosses. I have Fairy Floss. I have, is it also called Curvy? The one by I Love Sarai. I think that's it. And then I have one other one that I can't remember what it's called. I absolutely love all of the ColourPop lip products. They're so good. Speaking of lip glosses, I have 2 other lip glosses that I have repurchased over and over again. The Buxom lip glosses, these are incredible. This is White Russian. I also have Bellini. I also have Sandy, and I also have Dolly, so they're really good. I have 4 of them. Also, these Revlon, what are these called? Super Lustrous lip glosses. This is the shade Supernatural, and I have bought this shade 3 times. That is incredible. This is one of those, it's getting kind of old. It might be separated. This is like the perfect, throw it on your lips, and it looks like your lip color is just like your lips are shiny. It is beautiful. I also have the shade Snow something, Pink Snow. That one's more glittery. This is not glittery, it's just a sheen. It is an incredible shade. I absolutely love this. I'm going to put it on right now. And not sticky, but it looks so good. It lasts, I mean, like any other lip gloss, and I absolutely love it. Obsessed. Obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. And I don't like that word. I don't like saying obsessed, but I am obsessed. Okay. 2 more lip products. We have the Maybelline lipsticks. These are the, what are they called? Color Sensational lipsticks. I love the matte ones. I love the cream ones. Back in the day, I got the shade Touch of Spice and Lust for Blush. Those were like a little out of my comfort zone, but their nudes are so good. The formula is so high end for being at the drugstore. They're so pigmented. They're so comfortable. They have so many shades. If you are looking for a drugstore lipstick, any of these Maybelline Color Sensational ones, any range, any whatever, so good. Also the Revlon Ultra HD lipsticks. Again, if you're looking for something from the drugstore, you'll notice that a lot of these products that I've repurchased are drugstore, just because if I'm gonna repurchase something, it's not gonna be like a $50 product, you know what I mean? But these Revlon Ultra HD lipsticks are so creamy and comfortable and pigmented and easy to apply, easy to throw in your bag and just take with you wherever you go. I have the shades Dawn, Desert, and Sand. They're so good. Sand is probably my most worn just because it's the most neutral. But the formula is so good. They're so comfortable. They're so easy to wear. And I just love them. Oh, I forgot the beauty, this is really dirty. The beauty blender. I have purchased so many of these, at least 5. I want to say I purchased at least 5 beauty blenders. I used one to do my makeup today. I have purchased, I think, 3 black ones, 2 pink ones, and 1 nude one. They're just so good. They're so good. There's nothing else to say about it. If you have never done your makeup with a beauty blender, you're missing out. I know that there are a ton of dupes now that are out at the drugstore, and they're good, but there's something about a beauty blender, you know? So those are all the products that I have repurchased time and time again. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Comment down below and let me know your most repurchased products, because like I said, if you're going to buy something over and over again, like, that kind of means you like it. So let me know. I don't think there's any skincare stuff that I repurchased because I tend to like try new things in that, but these are some of my most favorite products. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see any of my other videos. I'm currently doing a couple projects, things like that. So I hope that if you guys are curious, you will subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.